Hello. Ready for the Prince reading? Forgive me, I had to change my attire and make sure that I put on my purple and make sure the mood was right. So, I am prepared. Got the spirit quartz necklace just to kind of like get the mood going. Hi, people coming in. Love you back, hon. So we're going to be doing this reading for Prince, all right? So what I'm going to do is I want to find a card that's going to represent him. And it's kind of interesting because I know that he is an air sign, but his moon is, I believe he has like a water sign moon. I believe it may be in Pisces, I believe. But I just feel so much like just clear water and electricity from him. You know what I mean? Like that's the feeling that I get. So I'm going to do this a certain way, and I've been kind of doing this lately to where I'm basically finding a card that's still going to be his original card. So like this card right here, we're going to use this as Prince. All right. I don't know. Let me try to. I'm gonna have y'all vote on it because I feel a little conflicted about this because he's like, you use that for Michael. He's just like, he's like, don't give me that shit. So, what do you think? Do you guys think I should use this man holding heart, or do you think this thinking man would be him? I want you guys to vote. So vote thinking man or man holding heart. You guys decide. That's how we're doing this tonight. So I need to see responses, and then I will pick whichever one wins. All right. So I keep. It looks like thinking man is winning. That's what it looks like to me so far. So we're gonna go with thinking man. The people have announced it. All right, and here's another set of cards. Which one? King of Cups, or do you want to do King of Swords? He is a Gemini, but I know his moon is a water sign. I believe his moon is a Pisces, I believe. I'm not too sure, but I think that's what it is. So I just want you guys, like I said before, kind of like the last time, decide between the King of Swords or the King of Cups. You guys decide. Oh, I see a lot of cups. Let's see, I see three cups, 5 cups. Oh, well, the cups win. That's how I was thinking about doing it. So we are in resonation with each other. That is wonderful. I like it when we all have a common consensus with each other and everybody's like a part of this experience, because I like to I like to engage with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun engaging with you guys. And I'm sure he gets excited knowing that people are here just to find out what's going on with him and his energy. So we're going to get into it. His birthday is June 7th, 58. Just to show you guys, because I know that people be like, oh, whatever, you got shit written down. But I'm just writing down birthdays. So we have Prince, we have Maya T, we have, sorry, my handwriting's chicken scratch when I'm writing fast, Apollonia, and we got like Vanity on there too, because I figured those were like the main ladies that you guys would be asking about. And if I'm missing anybody that's important, you guys will let me know. And like I said, if you guys have a birthday or a sign, that's even better. Okay, so I'm just clearing the air. All right, let's begin. All right, so we're just gonna get his feelings. I just want to get into his energy, just starting off with his energy, how he's feeling. That's how we usually do it. And then below, you guys can ask questions, and I'm going to let you guys know as well that for my Michael reading, I'm telling you, they did this with Juice WRLD's reading. They've been doing this with a couple of artist readings that I've done previously. I'm like, when it comes down to monetization, when I'm saying real things, they will not monetize my videos. So because I'm saying some real shit. And so basically, if I were to just like say it really basic, I'm assuming they would prefer that, because that's when I don't say much. Like when I try to act like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, basically, that's when they want to monetize my video. So that's the reason why I have to put my plug in and say, listen, if you guys want a reading, you all can hit me up, you know, Queen Prodigy, you know what I'm saying, for the YouTube, where we're at right now. All the information is below. You can follow me on IG at Queen Prodigy 0369, Queen Prodigy 369 at Gmail to hit me up for personal consultations. Or you can like the video, subscribe, and share, and tell people come support me. The more support I get, the better. So just put that in. And whatever donations you guys have, the Cash App, all that information down below. So, all right, so we're just focusing on Prince's energy and seeing how he feels. Sorry, I just had to get that in really quick. Are we ready? Yes, we are. He's like, we're ready. Well, he's focused on a couple of things. He's primarily talking about matters of the heart, actually. Just talking, for some reason, he's mentioning certain matters pertaining to the heart. And he seems to be a bit, I'm going to show y'all in a minute. Thank you, Maya. Yes, the merch is in the link and on below, and it's all over the place, so y'all can check it on my page. So here he is right here, and he has the fourth chakra, which is Archangel Raphael in the situation. This is usually pertaining to relationships or pertaining to matters of the heart that he's shown me that he's struggling with still, and it's pertaining to old attachments. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. He's placed, funny enough, he has placed man holding heart on his head. So he feels, this is like describing to me a man that's in emotional distress right now. Because the storm warning is usually talking about just emotional turmoil. And since this was in the subconscious mind, this is something that's going on inside of him. Okay, so there's just a lot of anxiousness going on because we have the anxiety card in the root. Feeling a bit, I guess you could say, maybe like emotionally tormented about something. And he's placing the attachment card in the past, dealing with old attachments. And like I said, just probably trying to heal is what I'm sensing. Just feeling like things are not supposed to be as it is. And here's what I keep getting too, because now he's making things a little bit more clear with this storm warning, because I'm like peering deeper into it while I'm talking. And I think this has a lot to do with his own passing, his own life. There was a lot, he, like I said, did a phenomenal job keeping his cool in public. But I feel as if, like, when it comes down to situations pertaining to his death, it created a lot of pain for him. He showed me that in the past, he showed me there was a lot of paranoia, that he wouldn't be able to sleep at night, because he just knew that something was brewing or something was happening, and it just, for whatever reason, it just wouldn't, he just couldn't get over that. He couldn't get over that. Here we go. So he's showing me the indecision card, not knowing what to do, where to go, who to turn to, really, who to trust. He keeps showing me I didn't know who to trust. I didn't know what to believe. And the thing that's interesting about Prince is, especially with his death and how it went on, he's explaining to me that he's like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to anybody. It doesn't even make sense to me that this would happen, because everyone knew that he was very, very healthy, a very healthy person. He took care of his health. He was vegan. And I think that he was extremely conscious about the things that he was doing. And it just makes him feel, like I said, like he could not trust anybody. You know what I mean? Like, especially even, similar to Michael, you know what I mean? Like the same paranoia of not being able to trust anyone and not knowing where to go. But he is showing me Archangel Uriel, working from the spirit aspect of things. He loves this purple angel, right? So kind of like describe his own relationship with, connecting to his masculine, connecting to his inner feminine consciousness, and knowing that this is like a process of evolving, basically, of spiritual evolution and seeing things for what it is. Because he's showing me that he's working on music, but like while he's in the studio or working on these music, like he's like pulling in energy that's like very, how can I say it? It's very, very spiritual. Like he was really delving into like bringing in different types of frequencies and sounds. And I just keep getting the feeling that, oh my God, I just keep getting the feeling that they didn't like it. That's all I can say, is that they didn't like that he was bringing in angelic forces into his music. You know what I mean? Because in the beginning of his career, his music was very sultry and sexy and seductive, and then he just started to mature as he got older and wanted to bring more of a higher vibration to people, and it really it just made certain people uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable for some reason, because there was something in the music that just like set people free, is what he keeps saying. There's something about my music that was able to set people free, and they didn't like that. He is saying that in regards to his death, this was contracted. He's saying that this is not something to where he took his own life. That's not what he believed in. That's not what he practiced. And as much as people want to say that certain things were in his system, he was like, that's BS. People can make it look like I'm anywhere, or think that I'm buying anything and try to make things appear to be one way or another, when I could just be going to the store and buying. He's like, I could be buying socks, and they'll still be able to find something or manipulate something to make it seem like I have a problem. And he's like, I do not have a problem. He's speaking very calmly and clear to me. He's like, I do not have a problem. I never had a problem with things like that. He is also saying he's having me to focus on, because I keep asking about the elevator. I'm in my head asking about the elevator, like what happened in the elevator. And I don't see him alone in the elevator. Because I don't know, that may sound crazy, but I do not see him alone in the elevator. I'm just gonna say it like that. And we're gonna get deeper into it in a minute. I just don't see him alone in the elevator. People taking, like I said, contract. This is a contracted situation. People took action because they're jealous. They're envious of his talent. They're envious of what he stood for. And they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. This is the same thing to where it's pertaining to, to dealing with money, working, like I said, worked contract, trying to take the value, trying to take his efforts in, through what he's been through. But he did sign a specific contract to where, was his catalog protected, or I believe he was trying to give his catalog away to, was it Rock Nation? And the family tried to stop it or something. I can't remember the story. But he was doing his best to protect his music. That's what he keeps saying to me. I was doing my best to protect the work that I've done. Yeah, so we're gonna look into the regular tarot. So I'm just gonna find a card that's just going to talk about his death. So I'm just give me a minute. I'm just trying to look for the death card so we can focus in on that elevator situation. As I stated below, you guys can feel free to ask questions if you guys have any questions. And then I will get to them. Just be patient with your girl. All right. Sorry, I just have to probably look through all these cards. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna just put that there. Put this on top of that. And then I'm gonna shuffle up the deck. And what I like to do is when we get into complicated questions, I do reverse my deck. Put my deck in reverse. So that way he can get into more detailed information about how he's feeling about things. Now I'm just going to shuffle one more time. What happened in the elevator with you, Prince? Excuse me, the artist formerly known as Prince. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm just okay. Gotcha. So I'm just pulling out a couple of cards. This is interesting. Okay. Again, he's showing me a couple of things with this death card right here. So I placed the death card on his crown. And he's showing me the Two of Pentacles. Again, being indecisive about what to do, where to go, how to handle this situation, or making specific decisions on what to do with his own personal business and money, and trying to figure out who to trust. And I know somebody mentioned his sister, but I don't know his sister's birthday, and that one might be helpful. Or name. I mean, I'm not too sure, but I will definitely look into it. The Three of Wands is in the past. He keeps saying that certain people had failed attempts or failed opportunities before to try to do something to him. And he's saying that this happened 2 times before he passed away the 3rd time. He's making he's being very deliberate, being very clear. Who was he signed to? Because he's placing this, sorry, this was in reverse. He's placing the Emperor in reverse in the situation. So he's saying whoever, was it Tony Mottola? Can somebody answer? Was it dealing with Tony? At the time, was he signed to Sony at all? If I remember correctly, I'm not too sure, but he keeps putting the Emperor in reverse, saying that this was, this is like pertaining to like a bad business deal. He's like a bad business deal gone wrong. I can't be controlled. He keeps saying this person can't control me. They can't control what I do. And they're still upset about it. They're still angry that they can't control me, and they can't control how I feel. He is placing the Sun card in the root. It's like, I'm assuming this is an aspect of him coming to acceptance with whatever it is that they were trying to do. Of course, he wanted to live and continue to make people happy and to be happy. But he's saying, I'm still going to be the brightest light ever. And I'm just going to tell like a quick story really quick, because when he died, oh my God, where was I? I think I was living in Ohio at the time. And I remember seeing this kid, and I mean, I'm talking about this young guy. He was like maybe 18, 19 years old. And he was just, I mean, he looked like a mixed kid, just like Prince, light skinned but very skinny, and he was breaking down in this van. Like he just couldn't handle it. He was like completely breaking down in the van, and like it was really fucking him up. And I was just like, wow. And then I looked at him, and he I looked at the car. That's what it was. I was looking at the car, and I was just like, man, I wonder if he's from there. And I saw that he was from Minnesota. He was from there, and he couldn't even drive the car. He had to pull over, and like literally he was just driving like so hysterical that he was just cutting people off to turn into the gas station because he was just so broken. Like something happened that day, because when he died, it was the craziest thing, because it for real snowed in April. It was snowing that day. It was something I've never seen before. It snowed, and then on top of that too, a rainbow came out. So it just kind of let me know that he was okay. You know what I mean? Like all in all, he's okay. I just wanted to share that really, really quick. Yeah, he eventually went independent, but I just keep feeling like there was like some sort of label animosity and just a lot of just a lot of control, trying to control him. Very sinister, angry energy that wouldn't let certain things go. He's saying that he had an issue to where he was learning about the people that were around him. And he's saying, he's placing the Two of Swords in reverse, saying that he had to cut off certain relationships because they couldn't be trusted. And I believe at one point in time he was married, and I'm talking about like towards the end of his death, and then I believe he got divorced. For some reason, he's saying that he could not trust this woman. He's placing her in reverse. He's like, this person's very selfish, would try to figure out what I'm doing, and this person could not be trusted. Two of Swords means combating with someone that's like acting like a friend or somebody that's in resonance with you, but they're not good people behind your back. That's what he's describing. And okay, so basically this person was observing him. Okay, so I keep hearing this person was observing me, and learning my routine, learning where I would be, what I would do on a pretty consistent basis, learning my moves, or learning how I move. That's what I keep hearing, learning my day-to-day activities, and basically informing other people about what was going on. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he's pulling out two cards, two males, King of Wands, and this King of Wands, I feel like this feels like that Emperor that was in reverse, and then it has me feeling this Knight of Cups in reverse. So the way that he's describing it to me is that even if this is like an ex-manager or something, this person was reporting to this person from his past, to this record label exec from his past. Like literally reporting, it's like so crazy. Like reporting, his assets, reporting everything, reporting what he ate. It was like this weird, he's like, this is like some weird obsession. Like people, like these people had a friggin', like this person had a crazy, strange obsession with me. They would try to keep me busy. Of course, towards the end of my life, they allowed me to premiere all over the TVs and, allow me to get a little work in order to promote myself, and try to keep me busy. He keeps saying something about, with the prosperity card in reverse. So this is like also an indication of his home, but also wanting certain possessions within his home or his property. What happened to his property? Can somebody help me understand what happened to his property? Does anybody know? Because he's like not happy about what's going on with his property or his house. I don't know what that's about, but he just seems to be a little upset about whatever is going on with his property. The Six of Cups in reverse, again, not having people that are good, like bad people, having bad people that have been close to you for a very long time, that helped you to evolve in your career, or even it could be, you know, you're dealing from people with your childhood to your own professional life, and they just don't have the best intentions, is what he's saying. Planning. He's like, even though it's poorly planned, and this is such a rookie thing for people to do, pertaining to his death, but I just keep seeing that he was not alone. I keep feeling like there was another male energy and that he was not alone. I'm sorry, I have to, is that okay? Because I specifically split the deck, and I thought in my head, I said, was this strangulation? I don't know why, I just said like the word strangulation popped in my head, and then he's showing me the Three of Swords in reverse, saying, I feel extremely betrayed. Extremely betrayed. This is, yeah, wow. Like, he's saying some deep stuff to me. But things will come into full judgment. This was the final card. Things are going to come into full judgment. Like, the universe is not going to forget about this. Things will come into full judgment, he keeps saying. But yeah, I don't know why. I just kept hearing strangulation, like he was in the elevator. Strangulation, and then they did what they did, and then it's like maybe somebody was standing behind him, you know, and I'm like, is it security? Is it somebody you know? You know, I'm not too sure, but, and then like, that's it, and then they just walk off the elevator. Like, really? How ironic is that? Like, it's, like, that just makes no sense to me, you know? Okay. Let me, I'm just going to ask about, is her name Taika? Really quick. So let me find a card for her, because you said that she is she's a Taurus. 5/18/1980, I believe is what you said. Okay. Well, let me see if I can find, I'm just going to look for the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, it's like so crazy because it's like breathing through all of this energy, and it's just like he's like saying certain things to me. I will ask about the baby in a minute. Just give me a second, please. Let me focus on one thing at a time, and I'll get to it. Okay. So, sorry, I just gotta go through all these. Okay. Sorry, he's like, use this one. He's like, use this one. I'm assuming younger sister, so that's how he sees her. He's like, Page of Swords. Okay. Ask about Taika Nelson. And I'm assuming the question was his sister involved? They were doing tours, sales tickets of his home. Maybe that's why he's not happy, of course. They're violating his personal space. And maybe that's the issue that he has with his sister, because he was showing the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and I couldn't figure out who that was, but he was like, this is related to the home and what's happening in the home. So that would make sense if she is in control of his property, that he's not happy about what they're doing to his home. Oh, all right, so let's see what we have. Well, okay. All right. If you say so, sir. I ain't gonna argue with you. Okay, so let's begin. We have him here. All right. Talking about the sister, right? So we have her card right here. Page of Swords. on the crown. But he is also bringing in this other female in the subconscious mind. So I just kind of wonder if he was in communication, like I said, with the ex-wife or something, because I keep mentioning this other female, and he keeps pulling in this other female into the mix pertaining to the sister. He's placing the defeat card in the situation. It kind of makes me feel like he's a deer and he's surrounded. Like he feels like, again, kind of like just doing his best to just kind of, it's like fighting back, but not being able to fight back the way that he would want to. So he's placing that in the situation. He's putting the 7 of Wands in reverse. So again, I just keep getting this feeling or this sense to where he keeps showing me, like usually with this card, the 7 of Wands would show that this person is standing firm, standing tall when it's upright. When this is in reverse, it's showing me that this person is losing their balance or someone is throwing them off of their balance. Things are not as solid as it should have been, is what he keeps saying. And he's like very tired of people taking actions on his behalf when they know that this is not, that's not what he wanted. Again, see, taking swift actions, you see that skull right there. You know, very hasty, irresponsible actions and not thinking things all the way through in reference to how he would prefer things. And I think that he was very, like he's saying that he left instructions, or he left instructions about what he expected for people to do, and they completely scrapped that. Like he's saying they did not fulfill my wishes. They did not fulfill what it is that I asked of them to do, is what he's saying. Again, he's putting out this information to where this person was, like I just keep hearing, can't be trusted, saying things to other people. And this information, even though she might not have known that this would have gotten back to other people, it was getting to other people that did not have the best of intentions for him. That's what I keep hearing. 10 of Wands. So basically this is him describing the situation pertaining to her, because I was looking for this Queen of Pentacles, but he chose that card, but I'm assuming this is what he's placing her in the near future and talking about that, or talking about circumstances that led to his demise, actually, since I'm looking at how the cards are laid out. He's saying that she was suffering through particular burdens or going through certain burdens of her own, and which caused her to make hasty decisions, or hasty decisions were being made. Again, here we are with this Emperor card that comes out. Maybe there was some sort of communication with this Emperor. Here we go. All about greed, money, their own personal addictions, their own gambling, they want it for themselves. Devil card. They want things for themselves. They want to possess everything for themselves. Devil card. Page of Wands is usually a messenger. This is, see, here's how he's describing it to me. He keeps saying that yes, there was communication, because there's this Page of Wands that are saying that people are very, like they're celebrating, which is strange. Who celebrates? Who preemptively celebrates right before somebody dies? I don't understand that. Death comes, and this 10 of Swords indicates to me that this was not by his own hand. He's making that very clear. This gives them the opportunity to do whatever it is that they want to do with his destiny, is what he's saying. The Star card. But he has, it's like he's looking at it from a space of, like I said, knowing that this would happen, but still being upset that they still went through with it. Does that make sense? Like being upset that they don't even have they have the audacity to disrespect him and not respect his wishes, not respect his home. He keeps stressing that to me, not respecting my home. And he's like, I'd rather be by myself. He's like, I need to be alone. I'd rather be alone and by myself than to deal with people that don't love me. Yeah. So now someone was asking me, about the baby. Okay. I'm going to use the Oracle deck. So we're going to go back to this. Okay. And use the Oracle deck for asking about the baby. Like you all have asked. I'm a little thirsty. Give me 1 second. Let me grab this really quick. All right. Sorry, I need a little water. Okay. So focusing on the baby. The child that he lost, or children that he lost. Focus on that. And that is with, my, I feel like I'm going to so chop her name. Maite? There we go. Thank you. Are you with the baby? Do you know? Are you with the baby? Let's ask about that. Oh, okay. He made it very clear to me. Now, I don't know if they actually discussed the sex of the baby or anything like that, but the thing that's interesting is that I was feeling a boy's energy at first, and then all of a sudden, it's like I could feel the boy's energy, but he's also describing. Maybe I'll show you guys in a minute. But he's also showing me that there could be more than one, is what he's explaining to me from previous relationships, because he's showing me the attachment card in the root. And I'm trying to figure out who, okay, I have a question, because this is on his crown, so this woman holding coin is on his crown, and the thinking woman is in the subconscious mind. So the question that I have, because I did write down Vanity's birthday, because he was showing me being connected with Vanity, but also showing me a little girl with her. So I'm just kind of curious if they had something like going on really quick, and and it wasn't really talked about like that, I'm assuming, because he's placing the Sun card in the past, meaning these are women that I've had children with. Usually whenever I see the Sun card, again, it confirms the boy, of course, but I keep seeing this girl. So I'm just kind of wondering if they had like a little thing going on, and maybe she miscarried, or I'm not too sure what happened in that situation. But he keeps showing me a daughter and Vanity. Like he's like, he was very patiently waiting. He's like, it was very eager to be reunited. He is pulling out mating. He's saying that with her energy, her birthday, let me just say her birthday really quick. It is November 12th, 73. And I believe Apollonia's birthday, I'm going to focus on Apollonia too. It's like I want to talk about Apollonia. Okay. But Vanity's birthday is January 4th, 59, and I guess that's the reason why I just kept feeling like there's like some sort of interesting connection with Vanity. And yeah, I don't know, he just keeps like feeling like there's like there's a connection there, like there's like some sort of connection there. But when it comes down to getting back to Maite, he's placing door to romance. He loves her very much. He's like, she had my heart the whole time. Like there was nobody that, even if he's like, we would probably get into so many disagreements, but it was very passionate. There's a lot of love. Like, there's still a lot of love here. I still love her. Because he keeps saying that he's like, through his own pride, he's like, I'm sorry for my own pride. I had a lot of pride. So he's expressing that he had a lot of pride, but he like looks after her a lot, because it's showing me Archangel Raphael as being the angel of love, the only one that can really heal my heart. Door to romance, showing that he really loved her. Like, he had a lot of pride admitting that he was wrong. You know, he had a lot of pride admitting that he was wrong. And he keeps saying that she had a discussion with him. She had a particular discussion with him, and it was very difficult for him. Okay, so I think she was trying to kind of warn him about the people that were trying to take advantage of him, and he kind of saw it. He's like, I saw it. He's like, it's like he knew, he was very aware of it, and she was very protective of him. But I think that maybe he pushed her away to protect her, is what I keep seeing. Like she took it as like, oh my God, he's just being such an, you know, egotistical, big-headed person, you know. But he was like, don't worry, I'm trying to take this into my own hands, and like portraying himself as the healer of the ages, like seeing this as a spiritual thing that he's going through, a spiritual transformation. And this was extremely difficult for her. She was extremely upset about his death. And it just really messed with her. She was very hurt, and it hurts her because she still has to somewhat hear about these people, is what she keeps saying. And it's just very painful for her, because she knows that they used him until he was dried up, is what she keeps saying. People used him to try to dry him up, but they have such a very strong spiritual bond. Again, he's placing the 7th chakra. This is the last card. Again, he loves this card. Archangel Uriel with the purple, you know. He keeps pulling out Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel. So a lot of pink, purple, and green. Like, that's what he seems to be putting out. A lot of love. So, you know, he connects with her through dreams. Very psychic, intuitive connection that they have. Even though there was a lot of, turmoil. He's saying, like, look, there was a lot of different things going on at the time. We were in a very free, loving kind of lifestyle. You know, there's just a lot of free love going on at the time, and it just probably complicated a lot of things, you know, between them. But I think that he always loved her, is what he keeps expressing to me. Let me see here. I'm just trying to go through and see if I see any messages. Thank you, Maya, for putting that out there. Cash App is Queen Prodigy 369. PayPal, Zelle, Google Pay at queenprodigy369@gmail for donations, because when I do this because I love it, and I appreciate all of you that support with whatever you all can spare. So I appreciate it. So what are you asking about John Blackwell Jr.? I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Because you put a question mark after that. Okay, so I'm assuming you're asking me, like I said before, I think he is with Vanity, because like he kept pulling her out, like being reconnected with her, but he keeps putting his focus towards Maite. Like, he keeps putting his focus towards her. Like yeah, they are together, but he's showing me that he's being very impatient, like waiting, like he's waiting on her. He's waiting on her because he loves her. That's what he keeps expressing to me. Like, I'm waiting for her. And that's just what I feel. Like, that's what I feel. I didn't get to look into the drummer yet. Because I wasn't too aware of the drummer. So let's see if he met up with John already. So I'm just going to shuffle a few cards and see if he met up with John John Blackwell, your drummer? Did you meet up with John? All right, one more time. Ah, okay, that's the card that. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sorry, he's talking about John, but there's like a lot that's going on with this situation. And it's like, whoa. Okay. So here he is. And in my mind, for some reason, I was like, this is the card that I thought of in my head to see if he is connected with John or if he met up with John. He is talking about, so he did come up, so that's good. So John is in the root. Again, dealing with old attachments, he keeps referring back to his own personal attachments pertaining to certain things being unresolved with personal relationships and attachments. That has created, again, he keeps pulling out the same shit, which has created a lot of anxiety and a lot of restlessness. And I keep feeling like when it comes down to the situation with John, can someone tell me when John died? Does anybody know when he passed away? Because I keep feeling like he wanted to take very swift action, and it could be a situation to where this was discussed with this person, but he keeps showing me the moon card is in a situation, usually not following his intuition, his own natural intuition about what he should do or who he should trust, because he was so anxious about not being able to sleep and not understanding what to believe, if that makes sense. Not trusting what to believe. Okay, I'm not too sure how this drummer passed away, but I keep seeing a couple of narratives. Was this in a car? Okay, so July 4th, was this in a car in any way? Because I keep seeing him in a car and then in a hospital or something. I don't know much about him, but I'm just kind of sensing what I'm seeing. They're kind of saying that this is something to where again, Archangel Michael, okay, keeps coming up, like trying to protect these two. Again, indecision, not knowing where to turn to, not knowing where to go. And then someone striking. This feels very personal. I feel like maybe this person was very paranoid, knew a lot of information about Prince, very paranoid. He keeps saying that this was that somebody died of a brain tumor. I feel like there's some sort, that's fine, but even though there has that brain tumor thing going on, maybe there was a crash, but he keeps showing me like a crash or something, and it's impacting his head. But then he's showing me he's in a hospital, like, and that could be probably what he passed away from. But he's saying that this was very deliberate. I don't know why I have to stress that. Like, this was very deliberate from the past. And then he's also showing me, again, people drawing out the money, female energies drawing out the money, drawing out the money, trying to be selfish and keep things to themselves, because I keep feeling like this person wanted to say more. He wanted to talk and say more on behalf of Prince, and there were people that were stopping him. That's the energy that I keep feeling. So again, that car accident could have been something that may have caused the brain tumor, because sometimes like you might get into an accident and hit your head, and it might have like an impact on your brain and what's going on. But I just keep feeling like there's some sort of impact. Like I just kept hearing like concussion, impact. And then I'm assuming that's what it develops into. But I felt like that accident was like a warning to him. Like it's just uncomfortable. It's like really uncomfortable. Sorry. But moving on, he's showing me door to spirit. So basically opening up the door, meeting him. So door to spirit is saying that I have that I have connected with him once I crossed over or once I transitioned over. Okay? Again, these are the same cards that kept coming up the first time when I was turning over Prince's reading. He keeps talking about contracting. Lord, I just keep hearing like he's placing his hand. I don't know what this. Okay, I'm gonna try to describe what John looks like to me. And he looks like a bigger guy, low fade, and Prince is placing his hand on John while he's at the drums, and he's saying this was contracted. They keep saying our deaths were contracted. That's the feeling that I keep getting. He keeps putting his hand on John, and just smiling, but he's smiling though. So that's like the most interesting thing. They're saying that again, the Sun card is right here. They are happy, they are okay, and they're probably going to use Archangel Michael's energy to fight down and figure out what to do about like these earthly things. And like I said, this must be true because the last card that I turned over was Magician in the Mirror. Usually whenever I see this card, this talks about coming into karmic balance over the things that might have happened to them, okay? And basically he's like, Prince is the magician, truly. So I kind of feel like John is like, I'm not really all up into that, but if he asks me to do anything or to play something, I don't mind playing it for him. That's the energy that I keep feeling. So it's it's really, that's so crazy. Like, yeah, it's crazy stuff. I don't know. I just see what I see basically, and I just try to describe it. Okay, could have found out from accident. Interesting. Like I said, I don't know. I have to look into him. I really have to look into John. I really do, because I'm curious about him. Does Prince have any messages for his fans and his best friend, Andre Simone? I'm sorry, I'm like, so I don't want to chop that up. I don't want to chop it up. I'm going to see if I can find Man Holding Heart, and I'm going to use that card for Andre. Okay. And see what that's about. All right. Focusing on Andre and your fans. Do you have any messages that you want to relate to Andre or your fans? Help me to understand what you would like to relate to Andre or your fans. Just give me one more shuffle. Is Andre alive? I'm assuming he is. So let's just see. Okay. Oh. Somebody seems a little upset. He seems a bit upset. Prince seems a bit upset. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to say it like this. So I placed him on his crown, okay? And I'm just like, okay, do you have any messages? In his subconscious mind, he's showing me hostility. And I'm trying to understand what this is about. Like, and he keeps saying he should have fought for me. You should be fighting for me. He seems extremely upset about it. He says that he has had ample opportunities to do this. Plenty of opportunities to fight for him. Because he's showing me the walking away card in the root. I don't know what this is about. I'm, like I said, I'm not too sure what's going on. I don't know people's personal lives like that or what's happening. But this is what I have. Like I said, I placed this on his, like, this is him, Andre, having some sort of hostile disagreement or something, walking away in the room. And I'm just like, over what? Why is there so much aggression? Door to value. Placing the door to value. This could be misuse of money, abuse of power. This could mean not appreciating him, not appreciating his work. I don't know what that's about. He's getting upset, and I'm just gonna keep saying this. He's upset because he wants him to speak up. He keeps saying that he's placing the garden in the gate in the near future, like being highly unsure about what to do in regards to speaking up. I don't know what that's about, but it's saying that it's putting him in a lot of turmoil, and it seems to really be like the energy seems to be really charged and aggressive because he keeps coming to him in his dreams wanting this to be done, and he seems to be very hesitant about it, about speaking up. Here it is, the World card. He's saying no matter what, people are going to find out the truth about who's envious of me and who is just trying to use me for financial gain. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So that's what the cards came up for. When it's coming down to that situation, I'm going to see if he has anything to say to his fans, okay? I can't control the cards, honey. So whatever personal things people got going on, I guess that's just the message. I'm assuming. So that's just what it is. I'm assuming he probably wanted something to be done and he's not doing it. Like this person should be doing something about this, like doing something about speaking up for him. And he seems to be highly upset and it's just like, I'm cutting this off. Like, I don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't know what that's about, but that's just what I'm seeing. All right, so for the fans, anything else, any last messages for your fans? Thank you for your energy. Thank you for telling the truth. Thank you for your work. And thank you for your beautiful, beautiful music. He seems to be really worried about Maite. He's showing me very nervous, very anxious about Maite. Maybe trying to comfort her. She hasn't been sleeping well. She's been thinking about him a lot. And it could be because, you know, the anniversary of his death is coming up. But he keeps saying, I love you very much. I just got chills all over my body. He keeps saying, I love you very much. Don't forget. Don't forget that I love you very much. Wow. Okay, I have a quick question. Was this Andre person, around him when he died? Does anybody know? Does anyone know whether if this Andre friend, this best friend, was around him? Because he keeps pulling this person up again, like making it extremely clear. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to, here we go. Here we go. This is the card that I was using for him. And he's showing me the jealousy card in the subconscious mind. Feeling like this person was envious. Low-key jealous. He was working on music. He keeps saying that I was working on my creative energy, my creative stuff. I had more work to do. I had a lot more work to do. And for some reason, he keeps showing me deceit. Somebody betrayed him. I don't know who this friend is, this best friend is, but he feels very betrayed. Like something should have happened, or he feels like people are getting a check off of his name and not speaking up for him like they should be. And so he feels as if they don't have the best intentions for him. He's cutting that off. I'm sorry. He's like, all right, cut that off. Let's get back to my fans really quick before we close this out because I'm almost done. He's saying, please, he's like, I know that there's certain things that I can't change because he's placing the sun card. Like eventually I will get to my place of healing and happiness and know that things will work out for me in the future. And that the truth will eventually come out and the light will shine with the truth coming out. He knows that it's still going to be a delay, but I think people are going to get he's showing me that the people that care for him the most are getting a little agitated and wanting to say something about what's going on with his life. He is showing the angel of balance, some sort of legal situation that's actually coming up. That's supposed to help him to find balance and healing within himself from the physical standpoint. That's going to heal him in a spiritual sense. Find balance within yourself. Please take this as a message for his own fans. Use his energy and his magic and his music to find balance and healing, door to spirit, okay? Or just door to personal healing and happiness. Finding that spiritual connection. Finding balance, but he keeps showing me that there's something happening in court with his estate that's probably going to give him peace, and then he can go on and journey. He said, don't be afraid to explore different options in life. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. He keeps saying, do not hold back on your creativity. Allow your creativity and music to shine through, because people are trying to dim the beauty of music. They're trying to dim, the beauty of what we can do within our own personal intuition, how our intuition creates so much beautiful light for us. He's like, please don't forget that. Also, there was a group that he mentioned, and this is why I always play this group. It's called King, K-I-N-G. It's a female group. It's of 3 girls, and he spoke highly of King before they passed away. I love King's music. So I am definitely going to tell y'all to support King and their music, and just support music that has a good lighthearted essence to it, and a beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. He's still making music. He's still saying, I'm making music. I'm still inspiring people. And it's so crazy because I had a feeling that he makes so much music. Like he's constantly making music to kind of like do his thing to heal Earth. That's the feeling that I get. So I'm very grateful for that. But thank you so much, Prince. We are truly grateful to you. We're truly grateful to your energy. I hope that, look at that. Oh, and he's showing me this card. He's like, look at the dove. Look at the dove and the rainbow. Door to personal healing and happiness. Okay? He wants y'all to focus on the positive light. Use his music for positive light. Open up the windows. Get out there. Look at nature. Get connected with nature. Okay? Yeah, he definitely loves Janelle Monáe. Like, just different things like that. You know what I mean? That dove is him. You know? The beauty of nature is him. So he appreciates it very much. He appreciates that you all care. Truly. But he's doing his best to focus on remaining the beautiful light that he is. I know people are asking me to do NIP. We're going to do NIP on his anniversary. Okay? So just to kind of give you a heads up. But thank you all for joining for this Prince reading. Prince, we love you so much. I grew up on you. My mama played your music nonstop in the house when we had to clean. Maite, this man loves you, girl. I hope this gets to you. He's crazy about you. He loves you so much. All right? Many blessings to you all. And I will see you probably tomorrow. I might do a reading about this whole pandemic thing, but we'll see. We'll talk about it.